Well, here's Badger and I's little cabin we built on an island in the middle of the Mississippi River. We get asked a lot what kind of gear we can. On. Speaking of the devil, there's my little Badger right now. That took me by surprise. Oh, where was I? Okay. Yeah, we get asked about our gear out here. Well, there it all is. Keeps us all nice, warm, and toasty dry. There's our heater right here. Our fuel source for our heater and our stove. Here's Badger's pack right here, bug out bag. She goes for the civilian model, high speed, low drag. Pretty cool. I myself, being an old Marine, I prefer the old Marine Corps issue standard Alice pack right here. Old school. This is our bedding right here. Well, what we plan on doing is breaking this all down into a one-pack, 3-day reconnaissance bug-out bag. We got all sorts of little cool survival gadgets. Keep us comfortable and alive. So that being said, we're gonna head on back to the bunker, break her all down, and give you a look. All right, we'll talk to y'all later. Well, we made it back to shore, back in the rear with the gear at our home burrow. Well, our soft little nature-loving channel has taken a turn from our regular fun in the sun island cabin and our little wild animal friends to a little more serious side. Now, let's face it, we all know what's going on in the world today. Heck, the increasing tension in our own country. So Badger and I broke our gear down to the basic essentials that I know firsthand is fit for survival into an urban spring, summer, fall, one-pack, 3-day reconnaissance survival pack. Now everything in this pack is no frills, no online high-speed gear. This is down-to-earth, time-tested with 6 years as a combat Marine, 25 years of camping, and actual off-grid living. Now, with all that being said, what I plan on doing is emptying this all out on the rack, and then from there we're going to organize it all up and go through it individually. Let you all take a look. Okay, the fun part. Let's dig in. Alright, let's start off with the pack. Nothing fancy, just your basic Marine Corps issue Alice pack. Now, I prefer this pack for a number of reasons, which I'll get to in the video. But for right now, I'd like to start off with pack straps. You know, I can't for the life of me find these pack straps on any high-speed pack on the market today out there. Just can't do it. These pack straps have a quick release right here. You can loosen up, strap on as many layers of clothes you got on, and you cinch it back down, nice and tight, good to go. Fantastic. It also has this quick release tab here. You just pull this, falls right off your back. Now, once again, everything in this pack is no frills. Everything you find in here, you'll find at your local hardware store, Menards, Walmart. Nothing fancy at all, but I think you're gonna find the ingenuity rather entertaining. For example, your sterno. I found this at you can find this anywhere. I got this one at comes in little bundles. Found this at Hy-Vee. You just kind of pop the lid, light it, cook the food, good to go. Now I'm going to be laying everything out on the rack, and after the video I'm going to organize it all up and go through a quick review of them all, of everything here. Stove. Now I know there's a lot of high-speed stoves out there that block the wind and everything. Heck, I got this at Menards. Works great. Had it for years. Just fantastic. Never let me down. Shelter. In an urban environment, whatever your conscience will allow. But I tell you what, if your life depended on it, an abandoned building will have, your boarded up windows and stuff. And more than likely, they don't use a standard or a Phillips. Now this little screwdriver has a little compartment and it has everything. All your bits. You got your torque star bit. You got your box torque, just all of them. Good to go. You will not be knocked out. Have a look. Well, here we are in a pretty good cover and concealed spot. You can tell it's been used back here. And there we go. This thing right here, I tell you, is pretty much going to be your most useful tool in an urban environment for shelter. They're going to use pretty much everything other than standard and Phillips, which I got a star torque bit on there already. Go ahead and give a couple quick screws. There's your shelter right there. Comes down to life and death. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, next. Binos. Compact, waterproof, Leopold. Beautiful pair of binos. They're not all that expensive. About a little over $100. Just better than I had in the Marine Corps. These things, I just love them. Out at the river, out at the island, they have a little adjustable eyepieces for if you wear glasses. Just great. Just blinded myself. These are just outstanding. Can't say good enough good about them. Waterproof. Just rinse them off in the river. Good to go. Gotta check those out. Food. This is your calories and more calories. I don't think I've ever seen this in any other video, but this is your calories. What this is your weightlifters eat it. It's a powdered drink. It's a mass builder. It's nothing but calories and good stuff, nutrients, protein. There's about 2 days of calories in there. Good stuff. Good stuff right here. Find that in any grocery store. Just outstanding. Haha. Water. This is water right here. This is your water sources. This is our water sources. This is wonderful, outstanding. It's a filter, but our primary, I'll get to that in a little bit. This is our main water source right here at the island. Any commercial place, you can just get your water if you need water. Now, you need a backup, and here's your backup. I'll show you this. Well, actually, this is where we get the water for the island. And in the fall time, they have a tendency to turn the water off. So this actually works pretty good. And yeah, the water's off. So you're going to run into that. So you better have a backup. Okay, that's our main water source. Now here's your backup. Now I've been doing some research lately for a while now on these little water filters. This is the Sawyer water filter, and this is the best I've come up with. It filters down to what, 0.1 microns. What comes out of the water faucets is like 0.7 microns. So me being an old jarhead, living on the river, yes, you're gonna say I'm crazy. I had to test this out to the extent. Take a look. Well, when this don't work, this is our backup. Get some water. Get some water right here. tastes good. Not bad. Yeah, I did it. I know what you're thinking. This guy's freaking crazy. Yeah, I had to take. I have to test it to extreme. For the last 3 days, I've been making this video. I've been drinking nothing but river water straight through this. Yes, I have. I feel just fine. It tastes good. It doesn't smell. It smells good when it comes out of here. It's just good water. 0.1 microns. Yes, I did. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it though. My digestive tract is fine. I'm alive, and that's the point of the matter. You guys are killing me. Okay, let's move on. Survival is the name of the game. That's what it's all about. Okay, move on. All right, plastic water bottles. We like to store everything in plastic water bottles. They're watertight. They're everything. On the sides, we like to put duct tape. You got your electrical tape, your Gorilla tape, and instead of carrying around a big old roll like this, just take one of your little cans, and just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping. So you don't have to carry one of these. That's that. That's good right there. All right. Next. Tobacco. Yes, we smoke. Wish we didn't, but we do. So anyway, instead of having a big old carton of cigarettes in here, we even got a little roller here like this, and I'll show you how this works too. Smoke break. Okay, here's our little roller. What we do is take paper, take it out, take the crease out of it, put it in the roller there, put a little tobacco. I can roll my own by hand, but this is a lot easier. And all you do is just close it. Out pops a perfect cigarette every time. Just like that. Okay, smoke break's over. Back to work. Okay, let's break. Socks. Ask any Marine. What they harp on the most is always carry socks. Anywhere in your packs, stick some socks. Okay, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the pack. Starting to open her up. Okay, we got one more priority pouch. Map of the area. Must. Spare batteries. We got a few of these for your cell phone communications. Yeah, we're good. I have a few of these. Zip ties. Looks like we need to restock. We go through a lot of these. Must. Zip ties. Now, I've watched a lot of bug out bag videos and survival videos, and nobody has a magnet. Magnets are essential. You use one of these pieces from your lower receiver while you're cleaning, you're SOL. I highly recommend a magnet. It picks up a lot of little pieces that you might find. Everybody's got to have a flashlight. Everybody's got their preference, and there are better ones out there. I just prefer this one because you can just clip it right to your cover and hands off. Notepad, preferably a waterproof one, but I can make it waterproof, and I'll show you here shortly. Knife sharpenings. That's all personal preference too. I just like my tungsten carbide. I can get just enough to knock the blood off. Two of these. Spare bit, flame producing vise. Just litter your pack with these. I'm going to flame producing vise later too. Meat potatoes. Open her up. First thing on top or on your person. Weapon. Weapon is always personal. This stage of the game, I just prefer my M1911. You don't want to be carrying around a 50 cal Barrett sniper rifle, okay? No, not yet anyway. My personal preferences were the M1911 45 caliber, the M16, and the trusty K-bar. And your trusty K-bar. Yeah, that was me playing with my toys in the giant sandbox. A lot of you out there probably know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the point of that picture also is I suggest you don't run around in your camouflage carrying a squad automatic weapon. Name of the game is low profile, low key. Less attention the better. Your 45, your small arms fire, your nice knife should suffice. Low key, low profile. Name of the game. End of story. Okay, main body. Food again. We used to carry MREs broken down. You can also get your expensive high-speed dry food mix. You mix with water, river water. But anyway, dry food, calories. You're looking for calories. Your little weight gainer mix with water, protein bars, whatever you prefer. Just look for calories. Okay, your water repellent spray. This is good stuff. I tried them all. Never Wet, Scotch Guard, Kiwi. I keep coming back to this. It's just your basic silicone water guard right here. Good stuff. You can spray everything. Spray everything down. I am an old Marine. I am not a Navy SEAL. I do not like to be wet. Well, like I said, water is a double-edged sword. Keep it in you, not on you. Just spray everything down. Even your maps, spray that down. Yep, even protects paper. Good stuff. Water off it. Good stuff. Maps, which brings me to compass. There are a lot of compasses out there, but I am just sold on my old military compass. This is tritium activated. If you want to spend a little extra money, that's a little over $100. It's tritium activated. It glows all night long, and that doesn't have to be charged or nothing. It's radioactive. You can read maps with it in the middle of the night. You don't have to turn on your flashlight and just check your pack. Very good compass. I recommend it if you just go to your military surplus store. You can find one of these. It's just great. I love it. My personal preference again. Okay, here we go again with the pack. Like I said, the main reason I prefer the old Alice pack without all these little pockets is so that you can take out your small gear and utilize your pack, your empty pack, for whatever other purposes you need. You just take, instead of going through all the little pockets and take them out, and you can empty it out, and you got your empty pack right here. Firewood, water, whatever thing else you're going to go gather. You can cache safe site this somewhere in waterproof bag. These are awesome military grade waterproof bags. Good for actually even putting in your pack. Not recommended for a flotation device because it does have a tendency to leak. We tried that swimming out to the island. Very good. Anyway, yeah, take it out. You can put it in, transfer it to your larger ruck, excuse me. Everybody has a bad word for old ruck here, the rucksack. It's heavy and it's just, which I'll probably do a winter bug out bag with that here in a few weeks. But anyway, you can take this out. And I'll get to this later, all the little goodies in here. I'll stick around. Calories again. More priority pocket. Solar. Excellent. A subscriber sent this to me. This is great. I had an old one. We never had this in the core. These are excellent. It's blue, big blue. Excellent. Thanks, Nick. Deb. This works great. You can plug 2 batteries and a phone. Just as good as an outlet. It's just fantastic. I love it. Thanks, Deb. Nick, again. This is just wonderful. Water again, keep it off you, keep it in you, keep it off you. Just a nice rain jacket, lightweight. Water, 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 keep it in you, not on you. Your bladder. This, you take it out of this pack. This has got its own little pack here. It's already attached to the ruck here. But this fits in there. Take it off, just use it just by itself or attach it to your pack. Take the bladder out, put it in your house pack, your small pack, medium pack. Good deal. Water. Water, water, water. This is your bivy bag, everybody loves them. This is your poncho. This is your summer bivy bag. It's a poncho and poncho liner. Good stuff. It keeps you warm. Honduras, El Salvador. I slept like a baby in a rainstorm. Spray it with a silicone spray. Wake up dry as a bone. And also, if you can get a hold of one of these are just incredible. They didn't have these when I was in the Corps. They come out, they're relatively new. This is your bivy bag. I'll show it to you later. It zips up. Just fantastic. Tried it out. You can sleep through. This is just as good as this. This bivy bag, you can put your sleep bags in. Sleep in coldest weather possible. Just excellent. Love this thing. Military surplus. If you get a hold of one of these, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I'm telling you, try. And not a Navy SEAL. An old sharkhead. An old one too. I do not like to be wet. Here's your field jacket liner. Same as what's inside your bivy bag. It keeps you warm. I don't know what kind of material that they use, but this is time tested over years and years. Warm and warm and warm. Highly recommend this too if you get a hold of one of these. It's also called a whoopee that's inside your, the newer Marines call this, I guess a whoopee. We call it just a field poncho liner, but excellent. I've got some modifications for this if you want to stick around. Even the old Marines will say, hey, that's a pretty good invention. I got my own special modifications for this. And moving right along. Water, water, water. People like the stainless steel canisters. I don't like them. Too heavy to cumbersome. It's here. Military grade canteen cup. It's actually full of river water. Canteen cup. Fits nicely on your little stove, whatever stove you want to get, higher speed if you want to. There you go. Now, here's another reason I love this pack. It's light. This thing's decades old. Decades. I just love this pack. There's higher speed packs, like I said, but this one rolls up nice and tight without the frame. You can strap it to Mr. Ruck here for the cold weather. Strap it anywhere you want, underneath. Just can't. I love it. Sold on it. That's it. Yes, all this fits right in here in this little bag, plus more. And what I plan on doing now is just organizing this all out on the rack. Have rack inspection, and we'll go through this little bag, all my little goodies in here. I think you'll get a kick of what's in here. Want to stick around? There we go. See you in a little bit. Now, before we start, I bet you've been wondering what this pack's been sitting around, not even been touched. Well, this is Badger's Survival Pack. I think you all agree that she holds the key to survival in our survival pack. Take along with all the other lake finca pincers in the country. She's got her ice on top. Do not mess with her toilet paper. And she loves her Spam. Okay, here are all the items in our butt pack, satchel, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's start off with mending. I like an eye-gas case, big case for stuff. Good pair of surgical scissors are pretty much a must. Nice pair of scissors, not only for mending, but for first aid here. You got your upholstery thread, needle, and always carry a little bit of some kind of Velcro in there. Okay, it's off the side. Dental floss. This is the best sewing kit as there is. Should be Marine Corps issue. This will not rot, will not decompose or decay or anything. Got your little hook needle in here, little spare needles right here in the lid. Preferably the waxed, so it doesn't fray. And I'll tell you what, this will not rot or decompose. These are my old Israeli combat boots. The real McCoy, right there. These are over a decade years old. Several decades years old. Sole is dry rotted off, and the dental floss is still kicking, still strong as ever. Tear mend. Now, like I said, we are a newer channel, and we're not getting paid for these. For this, we're not getting endorsed. This stuff works. You just, I don't know if you can see the patch right here. This is about a year old. You cut out the hole, get a patch, put a little bead on there, slap it on there, and a couple seconds later, they're ready to put on. Stuff is waterproof, flexible. This stuff is just a miracle mender right there. First aid. I don't want to see no band-aids. Come on, band-aids. Very much to my first aid. Heck, one video I saw, he had a first aid kit. Dang thing opened up about the size of a pack. We're not surgeons. I mean, if you're in really big trouble, you're kind of gonna have to go to the hospital somehow. But for field ready pack, this flex stick gauze, this is the best stuff right here to get. It's kind of sticky, and you just kind of wrap it around your finger and go. Okay, waterproof tape. Your waterproof tape, use that a lot. Okay, tourniquet. You don't need to be a surgeon to know how to do that. Keep your little web belts handy and just wrap it around there and stop the bleeding. And if you want band-aids, this stuff doesn't work too bad. It's this Flex Seal spray bandage. You just kind of just spray it on your arm. It's on our little pocket pouch. There's a solar charger again. I just love it. I want to sew it. And here's an alternative way of charging your batteries right here. COM. This is all COM. You know what that is? Sticks in your lighter and you charge your batteries up for your cell phone, other items such as this, which is a multi-band radio. We lose like during the derecho, the land hurricane, our cell phones went out. We had to resort to the all-band radio. There's better ones out there. There's ones that crank. We used to have one years ago, but that got parted from us somewhere. I like to get another one of those crank up charge ones. That's that. And if you put your batteries in a Ziploc bag, what we've learned over the years is the ones that you press together like that when you take your finger over, for some reason they're not submersible. They got to be the hefty Ziploc like this, and they'll be submersible. For some reason, the ones that you press closed, they'll keep the air in, but they, for some ungodly reason, they let the water in. I don't know how it happens, but it's just from experience. The zip ones right here are the best. Okay. Flame producing devices. Fire starters. I've heard about your Vaseline and your cotton balls. What works the best throughout the time is your alcohol swabs. Just, they're waterproof, just rip them out and set them on fire. Right there. They burn. There we go. Start right up. Okay. More flame producing devices. This is the tank from the stove. Get your little nozzle here. This is what we call cheating at the island. Screw this on here and this is from the stove. Little nozzle. You just stick it in the fire, get it going. This is just miscellaneous. Paracord. It should be dripping all over your pack. This spare pepper, papers, rolling papers. Even in the rear, I preferred right home. That's what we call it back in the rear with you here. I prefer to brush my teeth with baking soda, so the tube don't squish in your pack. Keep your mouth nice and clean so you don't give away your position. Okay, these are more clips. These are military clips for the pack, for more clipping on stuff. Mirror for shaving and hygiene, signaling, whatever you want. Marker to blacken anything that shines that you don't want to be seen. Plus, here's a little helpful little tip for sharpening your blade. You just run this on here like this. Take your little knife sharpener and you can get the right angle. You can, as it takes off the black, you can see if you're getting the right angle or not. Tip of the wood rasp, good for scraping wood for tinder, amongst other things. Just anything you can think of. Just nice to have it. This is a dental tool. getting the gunk out of your weapon, getting the carbon off, cleaning anything, just anything. Just comes in handy every time for anything. Bug spray. This stuff works the best. Here I am selling stuff. I'm not a salesman. We're not getting paid for this, but that's what we found. Bugs. It's called bugs. That's good stuff. Keeps gnats away. Bugs. Lighters, lighters, lighters. Just throw them throughout your pack. You know, you get these high-speed little things on the internet. All these little fire starters. Pick out your fire starters. I just prefer just a simple Bic. Just load your pack up with Bics. You'll be good to go. Wear glasses, a little screwdriver, and Velcro, which is going to go on my poncho, for my modified poncho for a bivy bag. You're going to want to see that. It's real good. Okay, break. Okay, bivy bag time. I told you at the end I'd show you my modifications. Okay, I better be careful with this because over the ages, somebody might have came up with this same idea. And I don't want anybody getting on the horn with me and saying, hey man, that was my freaking idea. You stole it from me. Well, that would have been a coincidence. But here's my modifications I came up with way back in the early 90s. It's taking Velcro in between the little buttons. This is your poncho, little in between buttons. This makes it all tighter, airtight, watertight. On the ends, there's a little sewed over area where you cut a little slit and you put your paracord, your 550 cord through there, feed it all through there. And cinch it up nice and tight. Keep your feet dry. Do that on both ends. And your Velcro, and sew it with what? Dental floss. Right. All right. The hood. Tight. You gotta just tie off the hood. Keeps you all nice and warm and dry. Honduras, El Salvador. Cotton picking, rainstorm, dries a bone, but you gotta sleep with the tapered edge over. If you sleep it with the tapered edge up, it's just gonna run high. So be careful of that. Okay, that's my old school Ranger roll. This ain't my original one. Then I had to go out and get a new one. But excellent. You can spray it down with your silicone water spray. You're good to go. Nice and toasted, warm and dry. I'm not a Navy SEAL. I'm an old jarhead. I don't like being wet. I've had my time being wet. I ain't gonna be wet no more. The new ones. There's the old school. The new ones. Jeez. Guys. You new jarheads are spoiled. This is just beautiful. Look at this nice little zipper here. Oh, man. We didn't have these back when I was in. Oh, God, that's beautiful. Ooh, it just makes me want to jump in right now. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I didn't even notice. Gore-Tex fabric. I haven't used this in the field yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll keep you dry and warm. And plus, I don't know if you've seen at the very beginning of the video, my little round, those are full of sleeping bags. The new ones have 2 sleeping bags. You can put 2 sleeping bags in here. Go down to like, man, I don't know what their weather rating is, but it is some high-tech stuff, man. They're light and not like the ones we used to carry, the big old freaking green ones. Oh, man, carry those in Korea. Oh, man, those things are heavy. But anyway, all right, there's your bivy bags. Great. Highly suggest if you can get a hold of one, do. Man, this is wonderful. Alright, I said I was going to have a rack inspection with all my gear. Screw that. I don't do no rack inspections. I'm not pulling that shit back up on the rack. I'm sorry. I ain't going to do it. Plus you've seen it anyway. I'm an old field Marine, not a garrison Marine. As you see, this is for my fellow Marines. I know my medals aren't mounted and they're not on there right, but I think they're in order. You're not supposed to have medals and ribbons at the same time, but they're for display purposes. You know, I'm out, so it's not regulation, so it's display. They're all earned though. And well, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. And Semper Fidelis to our great nation. All right. Oh, and by the way, hey, you lasted this long? Stop by the island. Stop by our channel. Stop by our island cabin. It's wonderful out there. It's beautiful. We're going to probably head out tomorrow, too, in the beginning of November. I think it's 70 degrees. We might be going out. All right. Semper Fidelis.